Welcome back to Chasing the Target. One of these teams right now that we're going to analyze are playing currently with England, and that is Pakistan. Chal raha 49 for no loss. Babar Azam and Rizwan are on strike. The Karan Arjun of Pakistan, as we know them. But yeah, I think बहुत important है अब T20 World Cup आ रहा तो अपने सब पे नजर रखना है how England is going to perform. We have Mustafa riding to New York as we speak right now. No, he's not riding to New York, but he's going. I think he's on the way home, and hopefully he'll be there soon. Mustafa, you're almost somewhere near where the World Cup is, probably in that continent at least. So
Yeah,
कैसा
I'm seven
तापमान चल
hours
रहा है आपके
away.
पास?
I'm 7 hours away from New York. Drive by, inshallah. I'm in Toronto right now. I'll go to New York hopefully on Monday. So I'm not far away. अभी तो आप देख सकते हैं, like it's nice and sunny over here, and New York is similar weather. रात में थोड़ा ठंड है, but everyone's excited, man. यहाँ पे भी कनाडा से भी काफी लोग जा रहे हैं. अमेरिका में तो काफी है देसी community, and they're all excited to see. I mean, India, Pakistan, of course, but their teams in isolation. We'll discuss them today, but yeah, everyone is very excited. यहाँ पे माहौल वही है. North America में cricket is finally here, and they're very excited to see the players perform.
Yeah, again आज विराट कोहली भी चले गए टू NYC फ्लू बीच में एयरपोर्ट पे उनके थोड़े फैंस थे obviously autographs दे रहे थे so he's on his way there. Chahal also I was funnily photo shoot Chahal Jaiswal और विराट कोहली का रह चुका है so I don't know what the scene behind there. Maybe one of them got jet lagged or नींद नहीं हुई आप तबीयत खराब है I don't know but first training session भी हुई इंडिया की आज after like yesterday they did light drills. No cricket was played yesterday. They just did the light running and थोड़ा बहुत फुटबॉल खेले मोस्टली दैट्स व्हाट देयर फिटनेस ट्रेनिंग क्या वो स्ट्रेंथ एंड कंडीशनिंग सोमनाथ जो उनके हैं ट्रेनर ही हैड वो इंडिया के क्रिकेट टीम के मीडिया पे आया था कि जस्ट गोइंग टू लाइट रनिंग एंड जेट लैग थोड़ा बहुत भगाने के लिए थोड़े ड्रिल्स हैं सो दैट्स व्हाट
मेरे को कोई लाइक पार्क या लाइक कॉलेज का ग्राउंड कुछ दिख रहा था वो जो हम लोग कर रहे थे. लुक लाइक एन अमेरिकन फुटबॉल फील्ड. It gives America vibes already, so yeah, it looked a bit different.
What good to see is the players are freely moving around like इतना शोर शराबा हुआ नहीं है and I'm pretty sure they like that freedom to sit and eat somewhere थोड़ा बहुत I saw a few photos also so they're all chilling. It's good, they're having a good time. IPL के बाद they deserve that as well कि थोड़ा बहुत break तो मिलना चाहिए. अब असल मैदान शुरू हो गया. Today there were a few drills. क्रिकेट हुई थी आज. हार्दिक पांड्या तकरीबन 40 मिनट तक बैटिंग करे एंड आई थिंक ओवर्स भी काफी हद तक डाले. So it's good signs for his fitness and all of that trauma that he's been going through lately with the team Mumbai and his own personal life. Good to see him still being able to afford a smile.
Yeah, बिल्कुल 100% and it's good to see him back with the team. मतलब देखो हार्दिक पांड्या जैसा प्लेयर है उसका परफॉर्मेंस अगर आया तो इंडिया के लिए बहुत बहुत बेनिफिशियल है. So that's what now he's in the squad. We don't have a choice but to back him to perform, right? पहले हम बोल सकते थे मत लो इसको लो मगर अब उसको ले लिए. Now we have to get the best out of him and I think now the fact that he's gone through a rough 2-3 months both on and off the field, hopefully he can turn things around and it's good कि भाई उन्हें practice भी कर रहा है and main thing भाई उसकी fitness. अगर वो fully fit है फिर उन्हें आपको performance दे सकता. मगर यही बात है कि can he? It's a long tournament. It's not going to be short. Normally T20s are 2 हफ्ते के tournaments. This is almost 1 month and they'll have to take care of his fitness as well. They might have to manage his workload, but it's good that he's with the team and he's practicing.
Yeah, that's good sign then. अच्छा है चलो ठीक है. I mean getting away far away from all the noise and stuff was also good in a country like America where nobody knows you. तो अच्छा है चलो. चिराग भाई saying Mustafa's point of view basically आपका जो कैमरा का एंगल it's like his girlfriend so I don't थोड़ा बहुत dirty हो जा रहा है चिराग भाई वर्ल्ड कप से पहले. But coming to the fact, let's just discuss the groups. I've already gone through them initially, but just for our reference for everybody, the groups look, I mean, a little bit, India ka group is India, Pakistan, Ireland, Canada, and the host nation America, as we know.
Hmm.
एंड कैरिबियन. बट यहाँ पे तो मोस्टली सवा इंडिया पाकिस्तान का ही दिख रहा. आयरलैंड को ऑब्वियसली वी कांट सबसाइड देम बिकॉज ऑफ हाउ दे परफॉर्म्ड अगेंस्ट पाकिस्तान, बट दैट ग्राउंड वाज आल्सो डिफरेंट. And you know, I mean, Pakistan again, they're not making the best name for themselves coming to this tournament, but we know they're more than capable of coming to the Super 8.
Yeah, Pakistan will be a bit relieved that the match is not in West Indies because that's where Ireland knocked them out in 2007 World Cup 50
Seven.
over ka jo tha.
Yeah.
But yeah, like if you see, I think that New Zealand, Afghanistan, West Indies group that is the toughest out of them. But there's no
Yes.
group of death because I think that is probably the group of death. But there's no like crazy groups because you have 20 teams now. So the Super 8s will be much more competitive. But I'm seeing ek do upsets like whether it's coming from Afghanistan, Ireland. Even Netherlands are
Netherlands.
a team. Namibia को भी देखे last World Cup, they were pretty strong, right? They did really well. So there can be upsets. T20 ऐसा format है as you can upset a team at any point of time. Even a big team can be knocked over. So teams will have to be on their toes. But yeah, the format suggests कि भाई Super 8 को तगड़े team लेके आओ and then उसके बाद semi-finals. The best will go into the semi-finals. And yeah, I'm expecting India Pakistan to go through. If anything else happens, then there's going to be big drama. Whoever gets knocked out.
Yeah, like you said, Group C and Group D for a fact look like they're packed with action. I mean, Group A,
Yeah.
B mostly look like they're done and dusted with Australia, England, and India, Pakistan, unless we're in for a surprise. But even from Group D, I feel Nepal, जिस तरीके से Asia Cup खेली थी, they showed a lot of spirit. I feel Nepal can also upset teams like Bangladesh or Sri Lanka, someone like that. So, I mean, I'm not saying they're the best team, but what we saw in the Asia Cup 2023, they performed very good and they had good spirits. And their spinner is also back. I think Lamachan is back after the charges, right? So I think that also be a good addition to them.
Yeah, 100%. No, but he didn't get his visa though, right? Lamuchane? I don't
He
think he
did.
got his visa, bro. That's the
Acha, I
I
don't.
don't.
Yeah.
That's the latest news that I heard, but we'll need to get an update on that. I'm not 100% confirmed. तो वो ही देखना उसका वीजा मिला नहीं मिला वो यूएस का रिजेक्ट हुआ था उसको वीजा तो देखना ही पड़ेगा कि will he be going or not going. But yeah, Nepal, bro, there is like a couple of players. There is also they have good fielding too, and I'm sure the fans will also come out of nowhere. They love their cricket. We met a lot of people from Nepal
Yeah.
as well in our time in
Yeah.
Dubai and India and stuff. So yeah, that's an exciting team as well. Oman is a team that I'm looking forward to. Again, I don't know how they're going to perform, but in the last 3 4 years, they've improved as a unit. They could cause some problems, and I think in that group with Namibia, right? So like, yeah, it could be a bit of fun over there. USA की भी like मैं सुन रहा था कि they might win a game here or two. They're playing at home. They have Corey Anderson there. They've gotten a lot of expats in their team. तो homegrown तो नहीं
Yeah.
बोल सकता मैं, but they've filled their team with some expats. So it could be they could be potential banana skins for teams. But I think yeah that the likes of Ireland, Netherlands, Afghanistan, Afghanistan, I put them in a different bracket. I don't
Afghanistan.
put them in
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
associate bracket. I don't put them. I put them in the same bracket as probably West Indies, Sri Lanka.
Yeah. hundred
I mean,
percent.
they were a Glenn Maxwell innings away from a semi-final in the 50 over. So T20 उनकी batting भी improve हो गई. और अगर उन लोग ये Super 8 तक पहुंच गए, if they come out of this group, which is a difficult group, honestly, West Indies, New Zealand, I'm thinking maybe Afghanistan, West Indies will go through. That's what I want, I think, because I think they're explosive T20 teams. But New Zealand, bro, you can never count them out, man. They'll to semi-final bhi pahunch jate. They're that kind of team. But if they
Yeah.
do get through to the Super 8s, the spinners can really set traps because from what I am hearing, in America, it might be good for the fast bowlers, but in West Indies, it'll be nice and slow. It will grip for the spinners, and it'll be
Yeah.
tough for run scoring, especially in the middle overs, and if you get the baking sun. So that's where Afghanistan can really. No, push the pedal to the metal and really cause even the biggest teams, England, India, Pakistan, problems.
Yeah. 100%. I don't think Afghanistan's playing in the US. They're mostly playing all their games in the West
There
Indies.
you go. Yeah, there you
Yeah.
go. So they have a
So
good chance then.
So they have a good chance. And again, Brian Lara kept India, Afghanistan, West Indies, and I think Australia, one of those teams, in the top four. India,
Oh
England,
shit.
Australia, and Afghanistan. So yeah, Brian Lara, like the guy who's backing, who's a local from the Caribbean. If he's saying something like that, then I'm going to take his word for it just for now. I mean, again,
Yeah.
tournament, देखना पड़ेगा how they're prepared and stuff. But Rashid Noor, man, we know how good these guys are in condition in Gujarat and stuff. So I'm pretty sure Caribbean में तो धूम मचा देंगे, and especially with the slower pitches. South Africa से क्या उम्मीद है आपकी? That choker tag, will it be going away? Will it be coming back? Will it be
I mean,
losing
on
around?
paper, I really like their team. Again, it's how they adapt to the conditions because उनके बैट्समैन तो फ्री फ्लोइंग है, दबा के मारते. लेकिन अगर स्लो पिचेस से वहां पे कैसे अडेप्ट करेंगे, सिंगल डबल कैसे निकालेंगे, बाउंड्री कैसे निकालेंगे स्लो विकेट पे, वो देखना पड़ेगा. They can get choked in the West Indies in slow pitches. The potential is there, but if you get good wickets, good batting wickets in South Africa, so man, they are bowling as well. I can't count out their bowling. If you see Rabada, Nokia, Janssen, Coetzee,
Okay.
Shamsi, Maharaj, they have good bowling as well, so they can definitely compete. It's all about clearing that mind, and if they can take a step further from the 50 over World Cup, of course, they will be a team to look out for as well. I think potentially they have the most explosive batting lineup in the like along with England, West Indies, and Australia. They have a very explosive batting lineup. It's just can they adapt to the conditions and perform to the best of their abilities. That is just one thing that I'm going to look at
Yeah, Chirag Bhai says
closely.
Group B is the easier. Others might still show some comedy. I mean, Group B is still like England and Australia, two beasts, and England have a very good record in the Caribbean. They know how to play those conditions, and they've got a good
Anji.
squad. They've got a very good squad. Maybe somewhere they're lacking is like I feel maybe their bowling a little bit is coming back after a long time. Mark Wood is injury prone. Jofra Archer has not played cricket for some time. Chris Jordan is all right. I mean, as a bowler, I wouldn't consider him the greatest, but he can do his job. So I think thoda मेरे को है, and then Adil Rashid, Moeen Ali, they need to have a banker of a season along with Liam Livingston. So I think bowling thoda मेरे को England की like है, but if the batsmen adapt to the conditions quickly, then they will win it easily.
Yeah, 100%. And bro, England, though, like they had a very bad 50 over World Cup. Now they're defending the T20 World Cup. Hopefully, it doesn't, come to the same thing. But the type of cricket they play, if it clicks, then they are a very strong team, very hard to beat, and they can finish games in 12, 13 overs. SE team, but they also have the potential to lose to weak teams, to associate teams, like we saw in the last T20 World Cup when they lost to Ireland. What potential we have England? Ko. They're kind of mercurial. The style of cricket they play is very entertaining. And this is what you need in T20 cricket. And yeah, if they click, if the likes of Josh Butler, Phil Salt get going at the top, then they're a very very dangerous side. And one thing that they have now, it's just on paper right now, but if these guys are in full form, Geoff Archer and Mark Wood, bro, they can really cause problems because Geoff Archer, West Indies is basically his hometown. He understands the conditions. Usko pata hai tappa kahan rakhna hai. Mark Wood has extreme pace. No matter what, fast bowling, any format can cause problems for the opposition, and oppositions will be wary of that. And that's where I'm giving England a stronger chance this time around as compared to the 50 over World Cup because ठीक है, अगर Wood नहीं चला, Archer तो है, right? अगर Archer नहीं चला, तो they have Jordan, Sam Curran potentially is there as well. So they do have options. Yeah, Reece Topley, they have options there. I think the fast bowling unit is much better. And Adil Rashid, Moeen Ali, you can say they're old and everything, but these guys have the experience and they have the guile to exploit spinning conditions too. So, like, I think England's bowling is looking much better this time around, and that's why I'm giving them a stronger chance in this World Cup.
Coming to India's squad, let's just quickly go into that and see what we can extract from it. So we've got the captain Rohit Sharma, Hardik Pandya, Yashasvi Jaiswal, Virat Kohli, Surya Kumar Yadav, Rishabh Pant, Samson, Shivam Dube,
Surya
Jadeja,
Kumar.
Akshar, Kuldeep Chahal. Four spinners there. Arshdeep, Jasprit Bumrah, Mohammad Siraj. And in the reserves, sir, we will not look into it till there's injuries. So just from
Yeah.
this 15, Mustafa, what what is your feeling like? What kind of a team are you expecting Rohit Sharma to play?
I mean, for me, the biggest question will be who will be opening the batting and what fast bowler combination they're going to play. ये तो सवाल मेरे है. I have no doubt that Jadeja and Kuldeep will play. They're in, they're top class bowlers. Kuldeep is in top form. He's got that ICC award as well, player of the year thing. So, like, the bowling, spin bowling is set, but fast bowlers, along with Bumrah, what combination are we going to see? Are we going to see only Arshdeep and Bumrah and Hardik as the third bowler? Are we going to see, Siraj there as well? Will we see Virat Kohli open? That means Shivam Dube also has a chance. If they do that, then Shivam Dube and Hardik Pandya both play, in my opinion. And then they give that extra bowling option. So they have different combinations I can go with. I personally would like to say Jaiswal because first, in the beginning, I feel that, teams, if you just go with right-handed combination, they will start playing matchups. Imad Wasim will come in and bowl to Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli. Uska pehla over pakka hai. But whereas if Jaiswal opens, thoda sa fright rehta. Again, how long do they process with Jaiswal if he doesn't perform, right? Like, he'll have 3-4 games for sure. These group games, to pakka, mere hisab se, if he does start, he'll get 4 games. But will he be able to play with that consistency? Will he be able to score the runs? I'm thinking you should go with that chance because Jaiswal can fully utilize the power play, in my opinion, and that was something that India lacked in the T20 World Cup last time around. If you see KL Rahul, Rohit Sharma played too many dot balls, whether it was against South Africa, whether it was against England. They put too much pressure on that middle order. Virat Kohli, look, he's been outstanding in the IPL as opener, so he can definitely open the innings. But one down is his role for India. He's done it year after year after year, every format, right? Like especially T20 World Cup, mein, that Pakistan innings we'll never forget in Melbourne. It was coming at one down, so he can adjust very quickly. So I don't have a problem with Virat Kohli batting one down just for opening. But those are the questions: opening, batting, and आपका third seamer कौन रहेगा?
थर्ड सीमर या आई मीन देखो हार्दिक पांड्या इसलिए बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है अपने पास एंड दैट्स वेयर हिज परफॉर्मेंस हैज टू कम इन अगेन बैटिंग के साथ भी बोले अब क्वेश्चन ये है कि शिवम दुबे कहाँ पे लाइक अगर हार्दिक नहीं चला डू यू थिंक शिवम दुबे विल बी इक्विप्ड टू हैंडल हार्दिक पांड्या's fall?
Shivam Dubey, look, I'm thinking that if he plays, he has to play with Hardik Pandya unless Hardik Pandya gets injured. Then you don't have a choice. Bowling wise, in the West Indies, he could, get away with 3 to 4 overs, I think. But again, we haven't seen him in the IPL. Rohit Sharma खुद बोला कि भाई उन्हें bowling नहीं करा IPL में, so that is a factor over there. He hasn't bowled the overs that you ideally want under the belt. मगर domestic season अगर आप देखें वहाँ पे तो bowling कर चुका है, तो we know he has the ability, but we don't know his recent form with the ball. Uh, uh, um, I think that's the reasoning that I have with Shivam Dubey. If he plays with Hardik Pandya, gives him the buffer as well. आप एक आध over करके try कर सकते हैं against Canada, USA. But like, look, I know you shouldn't underrate teams, but a game against Canada or against USA, especially if you've qualified, Canada's your
Yeah.
last game, I think. Why not try Shivam Dubey as 3 4 overs and just give it and see what happens? Because in crucial stages, you've seen like someone like a Travis Head in the World Cup come and pick up a few wickets against South Africa in the semis. Someone like a Shivam Dubey can definitely do that. So, मेरे हिसाब से, he could be an option going forward, but initially I would go with Hardik Pandya, and he probably will be your third steamer if you're going with that kind of combination.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, that's what it looks like because Hardik but again, ironically, like people suggest अभी कोई confirm conclusive evidence नहीं है, but Rohit Sharma didn't want Hardik, but right now Hardik is more or less now the most important player for India.
Yeah, he is 100%. Like he's a key player. The only problem that I have, Fez, is that if you see India's team and you're going to see Pakistan team as well and other teams too, we don't have the players who will come up, bowl 4 overs, and also tonk the ball. Like like a Shaheen Afridi can bat, right? Like we don't have that type. Shadab can bat, Imad Wasim. They have bowlers who can bat, and then that will allow them to play 4 fast bowlers also if they want to, or at least 3 out and out fast bowlers. We're not getting that luxury. अब हार्दिक पांड्या, I know ना 140 का bowler है. He can be a full-time bowler. लेकिन with fitness and with recent form and with in past history in the World Cups, I'm not confident going as my third seamer, and that's the problem. Like for Pakistan, both their leg spinner and their off spinner can bat, and then their fast bowler can bat as well. I'm not saying Pakistan. That means that Pakistan will win the World Cup. It just gives them the luxury to play proper seam bowlers, and fast bowlers what they can do, they can create carnage, and especially if वहाँ पे Australian pitches है America में, they can exploit it, and that's what look. It's an early start. It's going to be a 10:30 start over here. There could be moisture. Pakistan win the toss, bowl first, and they restrict India to what 160, 170. It could be Pakistan's game from there. That's what they're looking to do, and they'll be allowed to do that because they have the luxury to play a fast bowler.
म्यूट चले गए आप एक
हाँ जी, तो that allows them to give them आपको वो मौका मिलता कि भाई एक्स्ट्रा फास्ट बॉलर खिलाओ और आप वहां पे डंडे निकालो. अगर आप हार्दिक पांड्या के साथ जा रहे हैं एज थर्ड सीमर, मेरे हिसाब से इट्स अ बिट, आई वुडंट से डिफेंसिव, बट इट्स नॉट एज एग्रेसिव एज लाइक शाहीन आमिर एंड आपका कौन है हारिस नसीम, राइट?
या थ्रेटनिंग तो नहीं है but it's like चला लिए वैसा.
Yeah.
Initially in America, again, we don't know what the nature of the pitch is. Would you go with more spinners or more seamers?
I mean, initially, I think fast bowlers in America and then West Indies, वहाँ पे
Because
आप
of
spinner
the
खिला सकते
yeah,
हैं.
because of what I said, Adelaide में बना pitch and it's come
Yeah,
big.
Adelaide में हाँ.
Yeah.
हाँ, एंड ये भी देखना है कि ये कंडीशंस में देखो यहाँ पे थोड़ा अलग है, राइट? यहाँ पे सनसेट 9 बजे है. It's going to be, even in the night games, you will have day over there. The conditions will be different. थोड़ा सा अच्छी हवा भी रहेंगी, and conditions can change throughout the day, and early morning starts means there will be moisture in the pitch. You can extract that as a fast bowler, and I don't know if it's going to be toss dependent because it won't be under lights, there won't be dew or anything. But yes, it could be like where teams bowling first have an advantage initially.
बिल्कुल but yeah, I mean, again, वही है कि अब विराट कोहली opening होगा नहीं होगा, that is the biggest question. I think a lot of people are wanting Virat Kohli to open so that then you can push everybody 1-1 order and probably fit another extra bowler or something like that. But
Yeah,
देखना पड़ेगा.
that's what they might try and push over there. But
A lot of
like,
people haven't
yeah.
actually kept India also in the top four.
I'm not surprised, bro. Like if you see, that's the thing, right? Lack of all-rounders, lack of fast bowler. The recent past in T20 cricket, India have not shown to be a world-class team. The reason why we picked them in semifinals because they're a safe type of team. So like उन लोग कुछ ना कुछ करके सेमीफाइनल पहुंच सकते हैं, but they're not a team where oh shit, on the day you'll be like so scared unless Rohit Sharma or Virat Kohli just have a crazy tournament. But even then, they don't give you those goosebumps as compared to like a West Indies and England and Australia, even South Africa for that matter.
Yeah, I mean that's what it is. अब देखना पड़ेगा what India is capable. I mean they'll have support, no doubt. Wherever they go, they manage to find that support. It's just that everything that we've seen in the World Cup 23, I mean there was a huge difference in momentum in terms of 22 World Cup, but that was T20 and then 23 was 50 overs. So they had that extra number of overs, which made them bad. Like, अब वही है कि is that fear of failure still lingering in their heads or is it been removed? वो सबसे बड़ा सवाल. I mean they have got a decent squad. It's not like I would say they've picked a bad squad. Or anyone from the reserves you see like you would be putting?
I mean, if someone gets injured, Rinku Singh is the first person that comes to mind. Agar fast bowler, to Avesh Khan could be, but let's hope it doesn't get to that. The 15 who are there can, give it their best shot, and it's still a good team. Like I do feel bad for Rinku Singh. I feel he should have been part of the team, but all in all, it's still a decent team. There are proven players over there. There are proven match winners. So I think you'll have to back it now, and then only if there is an injury, depending on the injury, you can bring in someone. If they like kick out somebody just based on one game and then think that could also be a possibility, but it won't sit well. Like it won't sit well with us. It won't sit well with the fans. It won't sit well in general.
Yeah, I think I'm also like with you on the fact that they should start off with left hand right hand combination because again middle overs and again starting में थोड़ा बहुत फर्क पड़ेगा उससे.
हाँ जी.
अगर टिक गए Jaiswal and Rohit power play impactful रहा and they managed to get like a 70 80 in the power play, that'll be an immense boost. And then you can have someone Virat who's coming and tonking it in the gaps, managing to get the 2 3s, adding on that pressure, and you have Surya Hardik to add more aggression. So I think yeah, that's probably the way they should go. A wicket keeper कौन है आपके लिए, संजू या ऋषभ पंत?
Rishabh Pant, in my opinion, he will start off as the wicketkeeper. आपका main player है, match winner है. With Sanju being there, that means you do have that luxury that if Rishabh Pant doesn't perform or he gets injured, you can try someone like a Sanju Samson, of course. And look, I'm a big fan of Sanju as well, but Rishabh Pant just takes the cake for me because of his aggressive display. He's a left-handed bat. India did struggle in that 50-over World Cup that they didn't have too many lefties in the middle order, and against Australia, maybe that could have been the difference. Now with Pant over there, Jaiswal and Jadeja, you've got three lefties from the top to bottom. वो आपको पता है जब strike rotate होता, it causes the bowler to it disturbs his line, it disturbs his length, and that's what Rishabh Pant brings. And जो energy लेके आता behind the stumps, that's also very very important. I'm all about the energy, all about the being supporting the guys and everything. He gives you that. So I would go just based on his reputation. I'm going Rishabh Pant as my wicket keeper.
ऋषभ पंत and yeah, सबसे बड़ा रोल तो अपने जसप्रीत बुमराह का है. I am so
Yeah,
happy to
bro.
see this World Cup, man. That guy has to. That's the thing. I think the whole momentum of the fast bowling lineup will be dependent on his performance, and that's key. Like he needs to be fit first of all, hopefully for the entire tournament. Second, he needs to have a good tournament because that will give momentum to Siraj and Arshdeep, I think.
Yeah, 100%, bro. And that was the guy you were missing in the last T20 World Cup, Jasprit Bumrah. 4 overs के आप देखो against any team, whether it's for India, whether it's for Mumbai Indians, he is lethal. With the new ball, he'll get you wickets. In the middle overs, he'll get you wickets. In the death overs, he's extremely important. The way he, what's it called, executes his Yorkers are outstanding in my opinion. So and then he has a lethal slower ball. So Jasprit Bumrah is, in my opinion, the most important player in India. I know Surya Kumar bhi hai. I know aapka, Virat Kohli hai, sab hai, but Bumrah gives you something different, right?
Yeah. Would you make any changes in that 3-4-5? Like, would you put Pant up or maybe Hardik up, Surya a little bit lower? Like anything that you would see happening after Kohli, basically. Four, five, six.
Yes, depending on the situation. Like it depends on the situation. Maybe if you need a lefty, there you bring in a punt. If you need a a righty, then you bring in a Hardik Pandya. Also, the role Hardik Pandya plays, is he going to anchor or is he going to play aggressive cricket? That's also depends on that where you position him in the team. But definitely, I think I don't mind seeing rotation depending on the situation, depending on the opposition.
Yeah. How far last year? How far did you see India going into the World Cup?
Semis.
Semi. I mean, yeah, that's the most safest thing we can say.
I'm
Coming
saying
to the
and I think that is a big achievement. I don't think it's going to be easy, but yes, Bolia.
coming to the next team, this team is like someone that I don't think anyone can predict. Even the bookies or the people who bet maybe don't know what's going to happen with this team. They can get easily knocked out in the first round, or they can go all the way win it, or they can go early. So
Yes.
they can do anything. This team is so unpredictable. You put anyone in the situation and ask Pakistan ke saath kya hoga, you don't know. They 2022 knocked out potentially. Netherlands beat South Africa. They catch momentum. They lost to Zimbabwe. They somehow, by God's grace, they got Netherlands to beat South Africa, and they went all the way to the final. And they played a fantastic final. I think the way Naseem bowled there,
Mm.
and but again, credit to Ben Stokes, credit to Adil Rashid. Cut to 2024. Now we're here. They have a decent squad if you look at them. Babar Azam hai, and they managed to get Abrar Ahmed. I think they took out who is it that they cut from the team? Zaman Khan, I think, or someone they cut from the team and bought in an Abrar for an extra spin option. They've given
Abu
Azam
Ar.
Khan Azam Khan a backing with Rizwan. So usually you're seeing Azam Khan play in that 11, even though Rizwan is playing.
Yeah. Yeah.
They've got a ferocious fast bowling lineup with Haris, Naseem, and Naseem is back in full fitness, so that's something that's very important for them. Shaheen Afridi, and yeah, I think they've got another Abbas Afridi also there who's bowling, and then they've got the legend who's back. Like Chirag Bhai was saying, they only bought Amir back to probably get Virat Kohli out. I know it's not the prime Amir that we're seeing right now in the last few games, but if he catches, if he catches the momentum, then let's see what happens.
Yeah, Karthik, I think why you so obsessed with Pakistan? I mean, we were just talking about India for 20 minutes. आप शायद थोड़ा late join करे. We were talking about India
अभी
only.
भी
Today
आप
we're
देखो
discussing.
इंडिया का ही टीम जा रहा है. I'll change that
Yeah,
as well. But
we're talking about India and Pakistan today. And Pakistan, look, there is a reason to be also talk about them because they're a mercurial team. You don't know what they're gonna bring. Like first said, they can get knocked out in the first round. That will also make a lot of headlines. And if they make the finals, that will also make a lot of headlines. Pakistan traditionally is a dangerous team. They're an unpredictable team. They're an exciting team. So we have to talk about them. Of course, we'll talk. We've talked about India. We'll talk about Pakistan. We'll talk about Oman also. No problem. But I think
with the
they're a
same
dangerous team.
enthusiasm, with the same
Yeah,
enthusiasm.
yeah, with the same enthusiasm and जो आप fast bowling lineup there, right? Like I think they're one of the best, along with England, Australia, and South Africa. They have a very good fast bowling lineup, and you know that fast bowlers can get you wickets, and they can win you games. Bowlers win you tournaments, and that's why Pakistan have reached the semi-finals, finals in the past few World Cups. In T20 World Cups, they've reached the semi-finals, finals because of their fast bowling. You saw that spell even in England against England. हम दोनों साथ में देखे Fez वो spell, in Melbourne. Naseem Shah,
Yeah.
and thing. If they had 10 more runs, 20 runs on the board, they could have won that World Cup. So they are a dangerous team. And it's just their batting, there's going to be a lot of talk. I'll just give you a brief. For me, it's very important how they get their batting order right. I mean, it's good that they have Saeem Ayub and Babar. It brings a bit different thing. Fakhar Zaman, I think, is the most important batsman. And then you have
Yes.
Chachu Asam Khan. So they have a good balance this time around in terms of aggressive batting and anchors. That's what I feel. And but it's the batting has to click, man. These guys can lose to Ireland, they can lose to, they can beat India, they can do anything, but their batting needs to click. They have the bowlers to put pressure. 160 games is what Pakistan will prefer. If it's 220, 230 against the likes of Australia, South Africa, they can suffer. But yeah, 160 to 180 games, Pakistan are in it.
Yeah, speaking of Pakistan, 94-5 right now against England, and that's what exactly I'm saying.
94-5.
They can do anything.
Yeah,
Karthik Bhai said he missed the first part of the game. No worries, Karthik Bhai. You can go back and watch it, and we talked about India, what options they
no
required to have.
problem.
But
Yeah.
yeah, Pakistan, man, like I think they can do, like Mustafa Bhai said, anything and everything as well. And I think they've got a very balanced squad. Anything, I would want to see a Zaman Khan in there somewhere because if they have death over a problem, then Zaman can fix that for them. We saw him in the Asia Cup as well. Uh, that's probably one miss out I would feel कि Zaman को थोड़ा बहुत ले लेना था. I know they added Abrar for extra spin, but again, I mean, apart from that, there's Shadab Khan for spin. Asayam Ayub can bowl part-time spins, and Iftikhar can bowl an extra. So they've got a lot of bowler Mustafa. That's something as well that they've covered.
Yeah, 100%. They have a lot of bowlers. One guy I missed is Amar Jamal. I feel if he was there, he'll give you bowling and batting. That and they need a fast bowling all rounder. I think they don't have that. Shaheen Shafridi, I know he can bat. I mentioned that. Like someone like an Amar Jamal would have been a very good player. I think in this squad, it would have suited them, especially in conditions if the like where you need 2 3 overs from like an extra bowler, and then you need a batsman to come and smash it out of the ground. He is that option. I think that's one player I would have liked to see in the squad. But apart from that, they are a very good squad. I'm happy that Hassan Ali is not there. I don't think he deserved a spot in my opinion, my humble opinion. Now they also have to figure out which fast bowlers play out of Naseem, Haris, Amir, and Shaheen. I'll probably go Shaheen, Amir, and Naseem. But yeah, Haris Rauf again. It depends. He's also like 4 ओवर का गेम में उन्हें भी डेंजरस हो सकता है तो देखना पड़ेगा उसका फॉर्म कैसा है.
The question is, will he play against India after 2022? That's the biggest question. I think I don't know if he's still having fear of Virat Kohli or not, but yeah, I think they're much well. Wicket again. I don't know. Will they play Azam Khan and Mohammad Rizwan in the same team again?
Yes, they
What
will.
they're
I
doing?
think. I think initially they will. They will play Azam Khan and Rizwan. They're both different type of players, but there will be pressure on both of them. If they don't perform, then like one will take the other spot, and then they can get an extra batsman. But I think that's the way to go right now because Rizwan does have experience. I mean, he's reached a semi-final final in the World Cup. Let's not forget that. And look, it's not going to. We say 250 scores first, but there's no impact sub this time around. There's not going to be roads like we see in Rawalpindi and in Hyderabad, Delhi, and stuff. So, like as the tournament progresses, you need innings like someone like Rizwan where you can anchor it, right? So, I think he
Yeah.
will be an important player, and you would probably see both him and Azam Khan there.
Somewhere that Pakistan is lacking over clearly is I think spin, technical spin. I mean, yes, Shadab ko मारने जाएंगे and stuff. Sayyam you can roll his shoulder around and what's his name? Iman Masim. These guys are all part timers more than proper spinners. I think just the Shadab Khan's involvement in being a proper and Abrar Ahmed now. So they can actually even make something happen with Iman Masim and stuff. We saw that in England, but I just feel like proper spinners in terms of that, they're probably just lacking a bit.
Yeah, proper spinners. अब देखो, the one good thing they have that is because T20 format है, Shadab I think will be a wicket taking option. जहाँ पे 10 overs का उसका spell रहता है, वहाँ पे he has to take the wicket and set up a batsman. I don't think he's good at that, but when batsmen are going after him, he's much better. He can flight it up. He can use the boundaries as well but to take catches. I think he's a much smarter bowler in T20 cricket. So that's where him and Imad Wasim as well. If you see Imad Wasim with the new ball, he has immense control. He can pick up wickets in the power play. He can contain runs also. So that's where in T20 cricket, I give Pakistan a good chance because their bowlers and their batsmen, but the bowlers in particular, prefer this format. Their fast bowlers just give it their all for 4 overs, and their spinners, pick up wickets when teams try to get after them. So I think it does suit them this format, and they will be a dangerous side in terms of bowling for sure.
Yeah, and they've also got the luxury of नीचे आके अगर किसी को मारना है चाचू तो हैं ही इफ्तिखार अहमद but they also got Imad Wasim now. I think
Maddie.
Usman Khan can also bat.
Yes, Usman Khan, the UAE guy, he's a very strong batsman. तो अगर रिजवान या आजम खान को बिठाना है तो उसको खिला सकते हैं.
And yeah, and then they've got a good power packed batting. So the middle में भी है तगड़ी. अब now I think a lot also depends on Babar Azam and where he's going to bat. Opening I don't know चल रही नहीं चल रही उसकी. He's been failing consistently. I mean, got one I think 50 in the last few games, but he's not looking that much now. He's had a good decent record in the West Indies. I mean, अच्छा खासा खेल लेता उन्हें. If the ball is coming onto the bat, then this guy can be dangerous. But Babar really needs to step up for the team for anything for Pakistan faith. I think he's been very underperforming in recent times. I know we see the talent and stuff, but now coming to an ICC, I think he really needs to step his game up.
Yeah, 100%. And there will be a lot of talk about Babar Azam. He's back as captain. There'll be immense pressure on him. आपको पता है भी कैसा discourse चलता है जब Babar doesn't do well. But let's not forget he's reached a semi-final final. And he's done a decent job. And with that team, you don't expect always to win tournaments, right? Like, so I think he's done a half decent, he's done a fairly decent job to be honest. But if he doesn't make it to the semis, then there will be a lot of criticism, and that's game over for Babar in T20 cricket, in my opinion. So there will be pressure on him, and I think that they have a good chance, man. I know there is a lot of strong teams this time around, and it will be tough for India and Pakistan to qualify. Lekin, they do have a good team. They do, and when you have a strong bowling unit, you always back these teams in cup matches, in cup tournaments. It's just that they need to stop losing to like Zimbabwe, Canada, Ireland, and stuff. Then they can sort themselves out, right? Because we've seen them beat South Africa's in World Cup. We've seen them beat India in a T20 World Cup. We've seen them beat big teams, but it's where they screw up against the smaller teams. That's what they have to try and avoid
I think
this
it's all
time
about
around.
yeah. I think it's all about having a game plan first up, plan B also, and also responsibility alignment. That's very important. And they just need to give out responsibility to people like I'm going to take the power play, you take the middle overs and whatever. No? So everybody should know what they're supposed to do. I think that's also very important. Like in India, more or less, Rohit Sharma is going to play the power play, and if he gets out, no problem. Virat Kohli is going to anchor innings to an extent where 15th over tak he's there, gets the team to 170, and then the last 5 overs you have hitters like Sky and Hardik and stuff like that. So I think kahin na kahin we know India's game, but Pakistan it's like अरे भाई करना क्या है, सबको मारना है, बस मारो मान. So and like you said, I think most important player I agree Fakhar Zaman. Like if this guy gets
Fakhar
going,
Zaman, yeah.
if he makes like an average like a 30-40 of like 10-15 balls per game, this guy is going to kill it. Like he needs something like a minimum average strike rate of like 200 per game.
या
That's it.
100%. एंड आप देखे लाइक 50 ओवर वर्ल्ड कप में भी देखे, चैंपियंस ट्रॉफी में भी देखे, ही
हार हार कर चुके हैं.
उन्हें ऐसा एक इनिंग खेलता तो पूरा गेम पलटा देता, मैच जिता देता, आपको क्वालिफाई भी करा दे सकता, कप भी जिता सकता. इज अ प्रॉपर मैच विनर, इज अ डेंजरस प्लेयर, ही इज गुड अगेंस्ट स्पिन, गुड अगेंस्ट फास्ट बॉलर्स, एंड ही इज टेकन टू दिस रोल मिडिल ऑर्डर का भी. ही इज आई थिंक रियली adjusted well, and yeah, he's a very very strong team. For me, if you ask me, Pakistan, I'm putting them in semi-finals also. I don't know if a lot of people will have them in the semis, but India, Pakistan, I foresee them in the semi-finals. That takes out a lot of teams out of and it's going to be tough. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be a tough road, and don't be surprised if one of these teams don't make it to the semis. But I'm putting both these guys in my semis because I just feel that they've been playing abundance of T20 cricket recently. They've had their domestic leagues, and now it's just time to shine as a unit. And yeah, they're gonna have backing as well, man. अब अमेरिका में देख लो, पूरे अपने ही लोग आ रहेंगे crowds में, right? Like it's not gonna be like Jeff and thing. It's gonna be Ravi and Khan and
Real.
Wasim and everybody in the ground, bro. It's gonna be a
Yeah.
माहौल अलग रहेगा.
माहौल तो
तो
अलग रहेगा, बट अब वो है कि वेस्ट इंडीज को आए बाद असल गेम बनने वाला उनका कि भाई
या
वहां पे तो
असल गेम वही बनेगा. और these teams, they will, I think it'll suit them, West Indies, because if West Indies are slower wickets, then the spinners will come into play, and also then it'll become 170 180 games. When it becomes 250 games, then you back England, you back Australia, you back West Indies. But when it's like 160 games, then you back these teams because they have spinners to trap you. That's what I feel.
yeah 100%. They have, I mean, both the teams, if you look at them, they're very good depth. They have very good options. Rohit Sharma going with additional spinners this time around because he is assuming what they played in June 2023 against West Indies. वैसे ही कोई conditions expect कर रहे थे, आप पे slower रहेगा and stuff like that. And Pakistan also have enough squad depth. But yeah, both these teams do have a tendency of just fear of failure or not knowing where to go, what to do at certain times. They just get lost. So if they're able to, I think, just manage to hold their nerves and just get through the group stages धीरे 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 करके, maybe like you said, दोनों सेमी ला सकते हैं. बट या एक्सपेक्टेशन वो भी हो सकती है कि they might not reach at all.
Yeah, it's like a hot and cold situation. It could, anything can happen over there. I think my final thoughts was, I have to leave, but like my final thoughts, ये दोनों teams को देख के, it's not the most T20 kind of team that you'd want to see, like in terms of squads. You do have big hitters there, but the style of cricket they play, you wouldn't really say that they're favorites to win. But they can be dangerous depending on the conditions, depending on the support and everything. They can flip matches around. They can get momentum on their side, and I'm putting both in my them in my semi-finals. And yeah, I'm looking forward to this World Cup, man. I think I'm really excited. We're close by, uh,
Yeah,
distance-wise and also time-wise. We are close right now, and it'll be fun. I think for India, the thing they will have to, they're playing morning games, so it's going to be different for them, conditions as compared to other teams who are going to play in the night, and that's where they'll have to adjust. And they do have an advantage too, bro. Honestly, पूरे गेम सुबह में है तो उन लोगों को पता चल जाएंगे कि कैसा खेलना है. एंड अगर आप देखो स्केड्यूल, पाकिस्तान डायलिस में खेलना है, न्यूयॉर्क में भी खेलना है, इधर खेलना है. इंडिया प्ले मोस्ट ऑफ द गेम्स इन न्यूयॉर्क, देन देयर गोइंग टू Florida, and Florida is very close to West Indies, तो वहां से आराम से West Indies पहुंच जाएंगे. So they have a good schedule. India,
yeah,
तो that should help them also in the thing. But yeah, those are my final thoughts. I think again, I will get you more. I'll get you more coverage once I'm there, and I will also tomorrow we'll do other teams and we'll talk about those teams as well. Again, in their group, there's Canada, USA. I said watch out for USA because they have beaten Bangladesh. There's confidence there. Canada, I was just watching Saad bin Zafar's interview. He looks confident. And for them, it's also a big opportunity to play against the likes of Virat Kohli, Babar Azam. They'll look forward to that. Ireland could be a dark horse. They could be a team who say, hold on, we also have a chance to qualify. So that's how I look at this group. India, Pakistan to qualify, maybe an upset here and there. And Ireland also might do a job against one of the big teams, maybe. But in the end of the day, I feel these two big teams will qualify. And again, remember, I don't know how it works, first, but if it's going to impact first and second in terms of the Super 8s. But if it does, then qualifying first will be important. Then India will have to beat Pakistan. But I know one thing: you don't have to carry on the points, so it's okay even if you come second.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah, that's for sure. And yeah, I guess again, I couldn't get your kid just before you go on Australia and England because we already did that episode. But
Yeah,
Australia look smashing, man. Like they look very very strong. I was looking at their squad and they have the likes of experience. They have the like of spinners. They have all rounders. And
yeah,
all those all-rounders can bowl. You have Stoinis, you've got Glenn Maxwell, and then England again, like we discussed, they've also
yeah,
got a solid team. So like from that
yeah.
group also, you more or less see Australia, England towards that
I'm
final.
taking Australia out of this semifinals. I'm tired of them. I'm tired of them winning. I'm tired of seeing them in
It's
finals.
like a
I'm tired
Chennai
of.
situation.
Yeah, I mean, even Pat Cummins reached the final, so like, I mean, so Australia can reach 100%, but I'm just going more with the emotion rather than mind right
Logic.
now. And yeah, I'm not going with logic. If you whatever you said, about Australia is absolutely right. I have no argument against it. They have a solid
And
batting lineup.
and
They have solid bowling.
they've got a reserve man, Jake Fraser McGurk now.
Yeah,
He's
and you know what Rashford does like this? They have it in real life. Like this is them like in a symbol, bro.
really
Like that's them without doing it. This is them. Mentally, they are extremely strong. They know how to win championships. Australia, they are very good at winning big games. They know how to keep their composure, and it's going to be difficult to kick them out. But let's kick them out, bro. Let's do it. Let's do it and
They
see
were
what
on already
happens.
hit a 50 in the warm up game. Like they're looking
Yeah,
solid. They already beat someone by 89, some very big margin or something. But yeah, Australia more or less. I think Sabai can leave now. Bichare, he has to go. But he's close to NYC. He's almost on the way to
yeah.
NYC. You'll see him there
आप
live
देख सकते
right
हैं
now.
माहौल अच्छा या first Canada bro summer time.
समर के हिसाब से दिख रहा नहीं लेकिन या वो अलग स्ट्रीम पे है वो बट या
uh,
100% आप टेक केयर करो सबाई विल कैच यू
You
सून
too, man. Thank you so much. I'll catch you tomorrow then. Take care.
all right. So yeah, I mean that was India Pakistan ke squad analysis. What we were saying, ke bhai, Rohit Sharma has gone with a good squad. We now have no arguments over there. They've got four spinners, good amount of seamers, three seamers, and Arshdeep Siraj and Bumrah. But we need Hardik Pandya, the most important player according to Viswabai, Hardik Pandya. And I think for me, it's still Sky, depending on the way that he fought this template of being the best T20 cricketer for India. So I feel Sky, yes, he's a balancing act. Hardik Pandya, your keeper would be probably a Rishabh Pant to get a left-hander in the middle. Yashasvi Jaspal on top for us both right now because we need a left-right combination in the beginning as well. Yes, Virat Kohli can open, कोई argument नहीं है, लेकिन अगर वहाँ है तो ultimately लेफ्ट आर्मर को लेके आएंगे स्पिन वाइज एंड यू प्रॉब्ली सी अ बिट डिफरेंट difference over there. Maybe not. I mean, we still can't say they're world class players, the professionals. But yeah, for right now, India has a decent squad. I don't think no one gonna argue. Rinku Singh is a miss out 100%. I would not say that will dictate the course of India's arrival into the final or the semi-final. Rinku is a definite miss. He's right there in the reserve. You can injure anybody in practice if you want. But I still feel like he is not going to be a major miss. But yes, he is going to be a miss. He's unfairly not selected. For Pakistan, brilliant squad है उनकी भी, but it dictates on a few players who need to perform. I think Shaheen Shah Afridi with the ball has to perform for Pakistan. Shadab Khan needs to be economical. Like so I said, Fakhar Zaman for us is the most important player there. I think उनकी जो middle over batting रहेगी अगर 7 से 10 या like 7 से लेके 12-13 तक भी वो आदमी अगर 50-60 मार लिया 10-20 बॉल में 25 बॉल में that will be very effective for them. Then you've got Babar Azam. I think Babar Azam को बहुत important है भाई ये साल कुछ बताने के लिए. A lot of people like me also and Mr. Bhai, we respect his game. I know he's not been the best in ICC tournaments. I know he's not had the best. He's hit in many places. Like he's had a lot of runs. He has good shot technique, but now it's his time again. England के साथ he's failed. He's got out again. Got by I think Rashid Adil Rashid got him on Jafra Aja. वहाँ पे भी बारिश हो गई है. But yeah, I think बाबर आजम की आना जरूरी है. रिजवान, all of them are important, but I think थोड़े बहुत फिगरिंग जैसे रहते हैं जो वो लोग परफॉर्मेंस है दूसरे लोगों को भी मोमेंटम बढ़ता है. इससे वर्ल्ड कप में रोहित शर्मा जब परफॉर्म करे पूरी टीम को थोड़ा बहुत अरे भाई रोहित भाई परफॉर्म करता है. लेकिन सिमिलर सिचुएशन पाकिस्तान नीड टू हैव अ गेम प्लान. They need to make sure कि उनकी bowling lineup stacked है, उनकी middle order भी everything is ready right now. It's just एक हफ्ता है. आई मीन वर्ल्ड कप विल पोटेंशियल स्टार्ट ऑन द सेकंड संडे. सॉरी हफ्ता है क्या 3 दिन बाकी 4 दिन बाकी है. संडे मॉर्निंग को फर्स्ट गेम है यूएसए वर्सेस कनाडा ग्रुप ए का. इंडिया का पहला गेम 5th को है. पाकिस्तान का पहला गेम 6th को है. Lots of excitement chasing the target पे Mustafa bhai, like you mentioned, he's going to go to NYC inshallah. We're going to be able to see him. I see live images over there with whatever content that he can bring you. We're definitely going to do that. But thank you for joining us for the sport analysis. We're still keeping India Pakistan in the semi-finals because why not? हमारे दोनों countries हमारे हैं and definitely we'll catch you guys very very soon. Till then, take care, like, subscribe and share. Shorts हैं on the way, photos हैं on the way, everything on the way, and so is the World Cup. So take care everybody. Enjoy the rest of the night and have a nice time.